Today here at Liberty State Park in Jersey City, New Jersey Attorney General Grewal announced a new directive that will redefine the parameters in how New Jersey's 36,000 law enforcement officers interact with federal immigration authorities.
Today, we're announcing new rules to strengthen trust between New Jersey law enforcement and our state's diverse immigrant communities. We are issuing new rules that draw a bright line between federal civil immigration authorities on the one hand and state and local law enforcement officers on the other. And we're telling our friends and our neighbors who have been living in fear, you can trust state law enforcement. You can trust state prosecutors here in New Jersey.
The Attorney General signed this morning the Immigrant Trust Directive that will apply to all law enforcement officers in the state, including police officers, sheriff's officers, correction officers, and prosecutors. He said the approach is simple.
We are limiting the types of voluntary assistance that we will provide to federal civil immigration authorities. And in doing so, we are telling our state law enforcement agencies to focus their resources on their core priorities, such as solving crimes and protecting the public, rather than advancing Washington's immigration agenda.
The Attorney General then explained some of the main points of the new directive.
New Jersey police officers cannot participate in federal immigration raids. They cannot stop, question, arrest, search, or detain an individual solely because they believe the person might be undocumented. They cannot provide ICE with access to state and local law enforcement resources, including equipment and databases, unless those resources are already available to the public. And they cannot ask individuals about their immigration status, except in the rare instances where it's relevant to a specific criminal investigation.
The Attorney General said that people are incorrectly assuming that state law enforcement is working with federal immigration authorities and that somehow the state's diverse immigrant community should fear state law enforcement.
That is not the case. We want people to report crimes without fear of being deported. We want them to come and testify without being fearful that an ICE officer is waiting for them to remove them. We want them to be able to have a conversation on the street without fear that something untoward will happen to them from a state law enforcement officer. This is to build trust, and trust is good for public safety. It's good for the safety of all New Jerseyans.
We asked Jersey City Police Chief Mike Kelly for his reaction to the new directive by the Attorney General.
Yeah, I just think we really want to pull out the positives for us in terms of the trust component in the community. We've really tried hard to roll out community policing, improve neighborhood relationships with the police department, become more assimilated to the community, and have them trust us. So I think this is a really large piece for a specific community, the immigrant community.
Mark Busnich reporting in Jersey City for Hudson County View, the eye of the community.